Everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. You're in the kitchen with KK. It is summer heat time. So we're looking for things that encourage us to take advantage of seasonal fruits, lighter salads, delicious flavor, and easy to go recipes that keep the body feeling cool but nourished. So we're going to be celebrating National Peach Month. I think National Peach Day is the 27th of August. They're all on sale now. So it's a great time to utilize peaches in your salad. And I'm going to show you great greens to ramp up that total nutrient value, because we're always looking to incorporate cellular health into everything we do. And as you know, by cooking at home, this is a way that you can encourage quality and to make sure you're getting the best for your body. So let's go here. First of all, for this salad, because it's going to be so pretty and we can lay out the peaches, choose a nice wooden bowl. Maybe that's bigger like this. I'm sure you have a lot of different bowls, or like a big white plate would be really nice for this recipe. So we're going to start with baby arugula. So arugula is going to be your peppery, a little more bitter in the cruciferous family. Perfect. You hear about cruciferous vegetables for your liver. We need to be enhancing our liver strength all year long by giving it what it wants and desires. And we're incorporating sweet in here, so we want to offset that. I like to run the knife through this so you're not getting a huge piece. It also breaks open the smell. If you want, you can also rip it like this, depending on how much you have to do. Sometimes it makes sense. So we're going to layer in some of the arugula. And then the next green that we're getting in here, you guys, you need to start thinking about your immune system. The liver is the generator to your immune system. So we need to be thinking about also watercress. Watercress comes like this. You're going to find it near the bags. Most watercress comes like this. I'm not sure if different areas they'll sell it, but it's a water-based, ancient green, loaded with vitamin C. It is so nutrient dense. And I love the way the bags help to tell you it's the most nutrient dense food in the world, over 50 nutrients. We need to look for micronutrients, those vitamins, those minerals, those phytonutrients, those plant protected nutrients, antioxidants. These are going to have them. But these two greens are going to, just by themselves, create such a great offset to what we have going on and ramp up your immune system, because you got to start thinking about that before the fall flu season and harvest, and you want to feel your best. I just posted a short today because I just conducted a 48-hour fast. I want my cells to start cleaning up. They start doing housekeeping after about 17 hours. We want to incorporate that. So what you can add to this salad for herbs, you know I love my herbs. Herbs are where you're going to get a really huge boost of nutrients. I'm putting in basil today. A lot of people grow basil, which is fantastic. I go through a lot of it, so I just buy it fresh and use it either in my pestos, my dandelion green pesto, which, you know, if you've seen my videos, you know you can freeze that. So you can also put in mint. Mint is great for the summer, which is perfect. I like to just stack up the basil like this and just kind of ribbon cut through it. Doesn't have to be perfect, and it shouldn't be. Okay, now we've got pieces of basil in there, which is great. All right, so next up, and I prep my salads in glass dishes. No dressing, of course, but they're ready to go. So I make sure that I am getting lots of delicious greens. I love putting red onions into a salad. I very rarely ever cook with a red onion. I'm going to use it more for my salads. I like a nice slice instead of chopped. In the salad, it just looks better. So you can do the whole thing if you want the length longer. I think this length is going to be perfect for the salad. And then you just take this nice straight edge, thin knife. Make sure you have the right knife. Don't be making salads with these little knives. These are not for making salads. And even this size is not big enough. You need to get used to using a big knife. The chef's knife is a little bit too heavy and wide. Okay, it's great for chopping different things, but you'll find this Santoku knife is fantastic for most of the prep. I do a lot of prep because I do all real food, especially for my vegans and vegetarians. Right, you want a good amount here, like a nice half a cup at least of red onion. So now we're adding in color, right? And I hope that you guys have been getting educated with me that color equates to antioxidants. Green is the color for the liver and the gallbladder. Oh my God, how many people have your gallbladder out? Think about it. No one told you about your liver, and bringing up your liver helps so you don't lose your gallbladder. Okay, so now it's looking really amazing. Getting some color on there. Next up, I do love green onions to add in. So onions, add in allium. It's really amazing, that sulfur compound. We're making a dressing that's kick butt for your liver. It's fantastic. With fresh garlic, fresh ginger, fresh onion. But I'd like to add a little bit of fresh. Now, I'm just going to cut it. It's just so much easier. I use my little herb scissors, or you can use just your utility scissors that are nice and sharp from your kitchen's knife block there. So let's just cut some of these in. Now, you know, I keep my herbs in small glass jars with water, just like flowers. They're going to last. You're going to see them. They're going to be fresh. Okay, got some nice green onion in there. So this is what goes in the refrigerator. You can even once you get down, put them in the window, they'll start to grow again. Okay, what else we're putting on top is let's get the peaches on, then we're going to sprinkle over. I've toasted some raw pistachios. Get them roasted unsalted or just raw is actually the best. And I've crushed them up a little bit. I'll tell you how I do that. So let's go back. The salad's going to look so beautiful. I've already cut up one peach, and I'm going to show you the way that I would do it. So pare around. You can use a big knife too. But you know there's a pit in the center. So just like an avocado, but we want to keep this red because it creates a beautiful color contrast to the yellow. So just poke that pit out. And then using your sharp blade knife, you can also use this size knife for this. So just go and slice it really thin. This way you get more pieces of the peach. They're really easy for people to enjoy. Get these in here. And then we're going to design them on top of the salad, which is really fun. I'm not adding any extra protein besides, well, there's plenty of amino acids in all greens and everything. And but in this pistachios, there's some protein as well, but I'm not adding in a meat protein, an animal protein here, or a legume. What you can do is slice on some avocado to the top. Okay, that's your choice. But obviously, this is a great side for maybe some light fish in the summer. You want to go a little bit lighter. So let's stack these in little cute designs here. Let's make 3. And you might want to use these extra peaches that you cut up for something else, a topping on my delicious Power Protein overnight oats, on some teff porridge. I love cooking up teff. Teff is the smallest grain in the world. And it's really great at this time of the year with cinnamon and peaches. It will be delightful. Okay, that's looking really pretty because visual effect of salads is really going to be amazing. You can have extra peaches if someone wants them. I might actually put more onion on here. I like to have enough. So we have a little contrast of color, which is always great. Looking beautiful. Okay, so pistachios. If you don't like pistachios, you could use slivered almonds here. But pistachios have a really great profile of nutrients. Check that out. And they don't get used quite as much as pecans, and too often they're using candied pecans. You don't need that much more sugar. You want to keep the balance here because we don't want to spike our blood sugar. We just want to stimulate our happy hormones, right? And make it taste good. Okay, that's looking beautiful. It's all a quick little design project, right? Fabulous. So how's this? Now let's put this to the side. We're going to quickly make a dressing. I'm using the smaller cup because I'm not making a larger amount. I do have a larger cup. The blade is a little more aggressive. It's a little steep. It's not the ice blade. We're going to do an entire lemon. One good sized lemon should get you about a quarter cup of lemon juice. And I like my dressings a little bit more, what I like to call bright. So it's not more olive oil. It's generally just a little bit more, but around the same amount as the lemon juice or the acid that we're putting in here. So obviously, lemon is perfect for your body. It's a very quick alkalining substance. First thing in the morning, you should be squeezing a lemon in some water. Your liver will say thank you, as it's been working all night long for you. Okay, so let's get in the olive oil. You can measure it, or you can just eyeball it. So we want double. They're not going to blend. So you just fill it until you see it's about the same. Okay, see? Perfect. This olive oil, I do prefer single origin, first cold press. California Olive Ranch gets high marks, which is great. Now we're going to be putting fresh ginger, fresh garlic, and some onion. But if you don't have these, you can use Simply Organic. Is a very clean spice line that I utilize. So you can use some of the spices. Since this is going to be a ginger citrus dressing, you're going to use less, like a quarter teaspoon of the garlic powder and onion, and at least a half a teaspoon full or of the ginger root. Okay, blend it up. All right, so let's get in a little Dijon mustard. I can eyeball this. Now you need about 2 teaspoons, and to me that's a couple little squirts. Whoops, did I get myself? You'll get used to that as you go along. Little accidents in the kitchen. That's where you wear an apron. Okay, so your microplane, very important for lemon zest, which if you're going to do lemon zest, make sure you're getting an organic lemon. So let's get some zest going first. And you've just got a little bit of wax paper down there so we can gather it up. I should have did the lemon before. Okay, just shake it off. We're going to put it into here. Beautiful. And now what I've done is I've pared down the base of the ginger root. I always have ginger root on hand. I've spoke about it often to you. You can buy it at Sprouts. You can get it from a farmer that has it. I just pare off some of it, and then we're going to shred it with the microplane. If you want to keep these little pieces to add to tea, perfect. During the heat, you need to warm that body up to get rid of the extra fluid from the humidity if you're in a humid climate. So now you just quickly go here. Be very careful because these microplanes are sharp. Yeah, I had to find out once on one knuckle. We want a good amount. Fresh grated 1 tablespoon will be nice. See how it all comes into the back part there? It's exactly what you want. So just use a spoon or a little knife to get this out, or even your finger. It's smooth on the back, so you can't get hurt there. Okay, got a nice amount. Get this added. Fresh is always the best. You're going to get the most energy, the most nutrients of all. 1 garlic clove. You don't have to chop it up too small because your blade's going to do some work for you. Maybe just cut in quarters, chop off the end if it looks a little stubby. I didn't have a shallot, which I normally put in there, so I just use a little bit of yellow onion. Now, what we're going to sweeten it just a little bit. The buckwheat honey is going to make it a little darker, which is perfect for this dressing. We're coming into fall where the buckwheat honey dressings and the darker dressings and the balsamics are great. All you need is a good teaspoon in here and eyeball it. Don't overdo it. You want that brightness just to blend. Let's get the cover on and we're almost done. That's how deliciously easy this recipe is. So let the honey come down. So I love this. It just makes it so much easier than trying to blend it all together because the flavors come together much better. And then you've got a lot of ease. So just stick your pinky in, give it a little taste. So great, so awesome, guys. What an amazing compliment for this salad. So I am not going to eat the whole thing now, but all you would do is drizzle this over it and serve it. Fantastic. So look how gorgeous that is. So I hope you think that you can do this. It's fantastic. You can even drizzle some over the peaches and just eat them that way. So thanks for tuning in today. We're keeping it nice and simple. If you love what I do, give me a thumbs up, share what I do. I have a real big passion to share simple cooking for vitality. That's the name of my cookbook, and help you understand and drive a reverence for food. Food is so important. It is the basis of your health. And I'm hoping that you're loving my passion here and just a simple kitchen, what we're able to do for our health and stay youthful and vital. Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in.